Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So early in the overnight session, the sell side was dominant, and after that, the market started to balance and establish a small trading range. Heading into the open today, our short-term bias is going to be neutral, and we are going to have to be open to a move in either direction. How the market responds to the 60.5 to 62.5 initial support and the 67 to 69 pre-market resistance is going to help us figure out which side is being more dominant on the day time frame. A break below 60.5 to 62.5 would bring yesterday's low of 57 and the 56.5 high volume node into play. That's a spot where responsive buyers may be active, but because we already saw a pretty decent move off of that area yesterday, returning back down to that price area would now call for caution. Below that, we have a naked VPOC at 54.25, and then the next area of support where responsive buyers could be active is 48 to 50. On the upside, a break above 67 to 69 would be the first sign that buyers are becoming active in the market again, and it would also be a bit of a confirmation of yesterday's failed breakdown attempt. From there, we can go up into 72 to 74 and potentially even back up towards the 78 to 80.5 resistance. So if we zoom out a bit, we can see that for the last several days, the market has been in a balance. It has been developing a trading range. And the main question today is whether the market is still in a balanced state, or are we now starting to see some downside directional movement? In order for the market to break down below 60.5 to 62.5 and put in any kind of sustained move lower, we would have to see broad market weakness and sustained downside momentum. And a lack of weakness or a lack of downside momentum at initial support or at yesterday's low and the 56.5 HVN could result in continued balancing in the recent range. And above 67 to 69, even though we have initial resistance at 72 to 74, that zone doesn't necessarily have to be a reversal spot. Sell side is likely to be active there on first test, but we are going to have to gauge the level of momentum as the market approaches 72 to 74, and if there's sufficient upside momentum, then we could even go a bit higher. So today we do have to be more nimble with our intraday bias. We have to be open to a move in either direction because continued balancing below 67 to 69 followed by downside momentum could lead to a break of 60.5 to 62.5. So with this pickup in volume and volatility, we just have to exercise a bit of caution as the market's figuring out whether it's going to remain within this trading range, within this balance area, and whether the buyers are going to continue to be overall in control or whether things are now starting to change. How the market responds to 60.5 to 62.5 and 67 to 69 is going to help answer that question. So those are the main ideas heading into the open. Let's see if the buy side can defend the initial support zone. Let's see how the market responds to 67 to 69, and we'll take it from there.